Hey guys, what's up? Toboloco here. Welcome back to our Georgia qualifying run on 2014. So for those who are following this series, we are halfway through qualifying and we are in Group G, looking nice at the top of the table. However, Bosnia are only slightly behind us, as are Iceland, really only about 6 points behind us. So we need to keep winning in order to qualify or even hit the playoffs if possible. Let's hope that we can keep up this good form. I say good form, we've only really scored 1 goal a game, but let's see if we can keep it up against Iceland away from home. Another tough game coming up against Iceland. Last time out against them, we drew 1-1, but it was my fault that we drew against them because I completely threw the game away. Just need to make sure that Georgia are good defensively and more clinical in front of goal. Against Bosnia, I won't mind winning just like 1-0 on those games, but games like the Faroe Islands, I really need to be stat padding in those ones. Even though the first time we played the Faroe Islands, they were actually pretty decent, so I got to give them some kind of credit. It's great that Georgia qualified against Greece in the playoffs through penalties, and it shows that Georgia tipped over the bar, just waiting for that one to be struck. But yeah, Georgia have a chance, a really slim chance, but they have a chance of doing something in these upcoming Euros, even just like scoring a couple of goals, just making their nation proud. They don't have to like win any games unless, you know, they do, I don't know, a Leicester City in European qualification or European tournament. Into the middle here, and Georgia, almost snuck it in there again. It's cleared away just on the edge of the box here, and Iceland get it. Very good defending from Iceland. We're starting to get injuries in this campaign as well. I think Georgia will start to slow down eventually. Here come Iceland. Get in front of that, please. No, we're never going to get in front of it. And Sigborsson, I don't know how you supposed to say that properly. Sigborsson, that's what I'm reading. He scores to make it 1-0 to Iceland, and defending was not brilliant by Georgia. They just kept twisting and turning, and I just couldn't even get anywhere near Iceland. I knew that I would be dropping points somewhere. Going through ball. Kankava. We don't deserve it. We do not deserve to win this match. We are so wasteful in front of goal. And you might point the finger at me because I've had tons of shots and yeah, you know, but I'm doing the same thing I usually do all the time. So I'm not really trying to change my style of shots or anything like that. It's just, I don't know, these Georgian players don't want to score. I think this game is going to go to Iceland, unfortunately, which is a shame, but you know, it is what it is. Hang on, there is a chance. And another, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this, man. How does he not put it in? He's put it wide again, and we don't deserve it. We do not deserve this. Every time I've had a shot like that, it goes well wide. Well, not well wide, it just like skims the post or something. It's so frustrating. Yeah, no, Georgia did not deserve that. They need to go back to the training ground and work on their shooting. That was absolutely woeful from Georgia in terms of the shooting department. Look what that Iceland game did to our form. That's not good. We were that bad that the whole game decided like, yep, the whole team is going to have really bad form. It might only be by like 1 stat or something. I learned the other day that even if a player just goes down by 1 stat, it will still show the red arrow. So it might not be as bad as I think. But still, you know, it does look bad. And we have a game coming up against Bosnia, who are right behind us. We are at home for this one, but we need to show that we can beat them. Come on. Oh, hang on. A mistake. And that is just, I can't believe it. He's done it again. Look, he puts it, I keep hitting it that way. I don't understand it. I can't even hold on to the ball for more than 5 seconds against Bosnia. They just keep getting the ball back. They twist me there. This might be a goal. It is a goal. And that's Viska with a goal. Vissa And, yeah, that's 1-0. Okay, well, they get a deflection goal, and Georgia seem to be falling apart at the top of the table here. Our shooting has really let us down, because if we actually scored these goals, we've actually, you know, be drawing right now. Here we go, here comes Georgia. They're kind of open here, you know. Might be able to get something. There we go. Finally, we scored. And Kabats Hitzi, I really don't know how to say these names. I apologize. He scores to make it 1-1, and we're back in the game. Well done, Georgia, for actually getting that one on target. So it seems like shooting to the left of the goal is fine, but shooting to the right, it always goes wide. I'll make a mental note of that. Maybe it's a Georgia issue, or maybe it's a controller issue, or maybe it's just me. Episevic crosses it in, and that's headed. Thankfully, that didn't go in, because that was actually Dzeko on the end of that one. And, you know, a lower rated keeper would usually let that in. But as we go into half time, it's going to be 1-1 between these two. And not bad. Georgia have got back in it, but we need to either hold on or try and get that second goal. Come on. Get rid of it. Please get rid of it. No. Oh, great block there. I'm always so afraid to make a tackle in the box, because I know these players will go down at, like, the drop of a hat, pretty much. Trying to split this Bosnian defence, and that was a terrible shot. I wanted to turn and finesse shot. That is going absolutely nowhere. A point will be a point against Bosnia. That's really good, considering they are way better than us. But it would have been nice to get a win and extend our lead at the top of the table in this situation. We do have another game against Bosnia to play, and I believe it's straight after this one as well. So, yeah, but that'll be away from home, and that's harder. So it finishes 1-1. Good effort from Georgia to stop Bosnia from beating us. They scored early on, and then we got back into the game relatively quickly. So, decent point. So with 3 games to play, this is your table. So Georgia are still top by 1 point. Iceland are just behind them, and Bosnia as well. So we just got to watch out for Iceland, because we've already played them, and we don't have to play them again. So if me and Bosnia are too busy drawing against each other and dropping points, Iceland could nick that top spot. So, like I said, we are against Bosnia again, but this time away from home. A tough game coming up, and we really need to either draw or win to stay with Iceland and Bosnia as well. After this game, I believe it's Lithuania and the Faroe Islands, so it does get easier for Georgia. However, it doesn't mean that they're guaranteed wins. We got it back here. That was good. Ball, winning the ball there, and we scored, but it was offside. That's really unlucky. Just straight offside there from the deflection. Here we go. Georgia, good save, and oh my god, it's happened again. It's happened again. I mean, yes, he was trying to control it and stuff, and it was going away from him, but oh, it was a big chance to go 1-0 up. It's frustrating when I get a qualifying campaign like this, where a team that I really wanted to use and you guys wanted to see has not really done an awful lot to make it super exciting. However, they're still top of the group at the moment, and Iceland and Bulgaria are both drawing. So if it's still the same after that, or if Bulgaria can help us out, then that would be great, because we'll still be top with 2 more games to play against Lithuania and the Faroe Islands, and we might be able to close it out. Oh, Begovic, what are you doing, dude? What are you doing? And a gift from Bosnia makes it 1-0 to Georgia. They passed it back to Begovic, and it was like the weakest and weirdest pass in the world. Look, then Begovic came out. He could have let the defender do it, and he just passed it straight to me, and that's 1-0. Bosnia have given us a gift, and if we end up winning this match, that could be the goal that qualifies us for the World Cup. I'm not joking. And that is going to be it. I think Bosnia may have chucked their qualification away with that result. That is mental. Absolutely mental. Georgia squeezed by Bosnia 1-0 thanks to Asmir Begovic. If Begovic did that in real life in that stadium, in that Bosnian stadium, man oh man, like good luck getting out of that stadium. Good luck. That is crazy. And Georgia might have just sealed qualification. Maybe. With our last two games being Lithuania and the Faroe Islands, it's looking very promising for us. So that means with 2 games to play, Georgia are still top, but this time by 4 points. So a draw would be enough, or a win. I mean, I'm probably going to get a win against the Faroe Islands. Lithuania might be a bit more difficult, but yeah, I mean, that is incredible how Bosnia might have thrown their qualifying hopes away, because even so, they could still get playoffs, but Iceland are in the driving seat right now for that. So with 2 more games to play, our next match is against Lithuania. We are at home for this match, and Georgia, all they need to do is win 1 more game. That's all they need to do, because we'll still remain 4 points clear at the top, and that would mean that nobody will be able to catch us up. Not even Iceland, not Bosnia, so it'll be good. And despite the fact that we've had a lot of shooting problems in this qualifying series, we still managed to qualify. So over the top ball, and thankfully... What happened? Oh, the goalkeeper took it out of the box? I've never seen that before. I've never seen that, and Lithuania almost score from the free kick. I've never seen a goalkeeper pick it up and then, you know, get booked. Well, not booked, but, you know, a free kick for it. Never seen that before. Looking for it. Oh, almost rolled in, and there we go, but it's offside. Great, thanks for that. Oh, I thought I got the goal, but he was standing offside once the shot was hit. And this game, kind of a bit frustrating for Georgia. I mean, there is the Faroe Islands, but at half-time I checked the results, and Iceland and Bosnia were both winning their games. So, yeah, it does put me on edge a tiny bit. Come on, Georgia, put some effort into this. Like, what are we doing here against Lithuania? What have we been doing for the last, I don't know, like 80 odd minutes, 86 minute? Like, seriously, we have been absolutely just brain dead garbage into the box, and it's just cut out, and we're not going to get anything from this match, I'm afraid. Georgia just didn't want it, and well, it's just been wasteful. It's a wasteful chance for Georgia to actually do anything in this match and actually qualify, but they didn't want to take it, and now the teams around them have probably won, so it makes it more awkward for the final game. I know it's against the Faroes, but, you know, if the Faroes do this, then we're pretty much screwed. So Georgia, like, they have been the most boring team in qualifying, I'd say. In terms of the whole UEFA, they're still top of the group, but they've done it in such a manner where they've limited themselves to, like, maybe, like, 1 goal a game pretty much, and then we get matches like this where we can't even break the other teams down. I mean, it wasn't really Georgia's fault entirely, it was Lithuania as well. Lithuania were really defensive, but yeah, let's have a look and see if the other guys won. Yes, they did win. So on the final day, it's going to set up a situation like this, if I can get to it, like this. We are 2 points ahead. A draw might not be good enough because Iceland's goal difference is better than ours. So we really need to beat the Faroes in our last game. So this is it for Georgia. They really need to beat the Faroe Islands in this next match. Otherwise, they will not be qualifying. Oh, well, we might have to go for the playoffs. It depends who Iceland and Bosnia are playing. Keeps it interesting, but I just wanted to get the job done in the last game. But, okay, Lithuania just didn't want us to pass. Maybe it will be an easier story with the Faroe Islands, but I doubt it because we're away from home and minnows tend to be really annoying. Oh wow, really? Utzon has scored for the Faroe Islands to make it 1-0, and Bosnia and Iceland rejoice as the Faroe Islands have just scored against us. Goalkeeping, shocking. Shocking goalkeeping. Okay, well, it's 1-0. Oh my god! It's been like this all game. It's been like this all game. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe what I'm watching right now. I can't get the ball off the Pharaohs. And when I do, it just goes off the pitch. And oh my days. Please, no. No, 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 no. We can't have this. Not good enough. And we do not deserve to qualify from this. We do not deserve it. Get back in that dressing room and look at yourselves in the mirror. It's 1-0 to the Faroe Islands. Oh, Bulgaria. Luckily, Iceland and Bosnia are drawing 0-0 at the moment. Luckily. But I can't rely on that. I cannot rely on that. Surely not. Oh my god, disgraceful. It's just been an absolutely disgraceful performance from Georgia. Every time I tackle the Pharaohs, they get the ball back. And they're twisting and turning me. They are actually outclassing me in this match. It's crazy how, like, good they've been and also how bad they've been as well. Georgia have been just absolutely horrific. Absolutely horrific. My head's on Mars right now. It's this guy. It just saved, and Georgia's scoring problems have been absolutely on display for the whole of Europe for this one. Yes, we scored. Come on. Come on, we might have rescued it. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be enough. 87 minute and World Cup qualification looks like it's going down the drain for Georgia. They have really well and truly bottled it in these last two matches. This is absolutely, it's on me, but it's on Georgia as well. Like, I cannot believe they couldn't get anything from this match. I've lost my head. It's on Mars. This is just awful. Awful performance from Georgia. They have been like this for the entire campaign, and we've let the Faroe Islands do this against us. Wow, thanks for that, referee. Thanks for that. Yeah. Oh, yeah, clap. Yeah, well done, Georgia, for bottling qualification. Yeah, well done. Yeah, well done. You better hope that Iceland and Bosnia both... wow, Iceland won 1-0. They won 1-0. I think they've overtaken us. I think. Wow. 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 We have bottled qualification with Georgia, and now we have to go through the playoffs. The Faroe Islands have absolutely stiffed me. They've stiffed me in this one. I cannot believe that. Georgia, that was disgraceful. Disgraceful. Like, I don't care, like, if you think I'm bad at this game. I'm not good at it. I'm really not. But that was disgraceful. Really disgraceful performance. Who we got in the playoffs? Oh, Slovakia. Fantastic. Oh, my God. So, taking a look at the other World Cup playoffs, we have Poland versus Serbia, Germany versus England. That would be a really good one if that happened in real life. And Slovenia versus Denmark. So, just before we advance and get probably eliminated by Slovakia, let's have a look and see what happened in the final round of Africa qualifying. So, Ivory Coast went through against Nigeria, Mali went through against Egypt, South Africa lost 4-3 against Senegal, Rwanda lost unfortunately against Ghana, but the biggest surprise was Ethiopia beating Cameroon on penalties 5-4 after drawing 1-1 on aggregate. So congratulations to Ethiopia for making it to the World Cup. In Asia qualifying, Oman, Uzbekistan, Korea Republic and Australia went through. Iran and China went to the playoffs where Iran beat China 4-1. In CONMEBOL, this is how it looked like. So Argentina finished top, Uruguay with 29 points, Chile with 27, Colombia with 26, and Paraguay with 23. Really close between those 5 teams. Well, 4 teams, I should say. Going forward into the Interconfederation playoff, we have Iran versus Paraguay and Tahiti versus Honduras. That's pretty cool that Tahiti made it in the end to the Interconfederation playoff. I wish them the best of luck. Checking out UEFA just before we go into it. So these are your groups. So Italy went through automatically. Serbia to the playoffs. Czech Republic went through automatically. Germany to the playoffs. Group C, Belgium went through and Switzerland, I believe, didn't go to the playoffs because I don't really know. I don't really know how that works because they have 18 points, but okay. Yeah, don't really know how that works, but okay. Group D, Russia and Slovenia. Well, Russia went through automatically and Slovenia went through to the playoffs. Croatia automatically, Slovakia to the playoffs. Group F, it was Spain automatically, Poland to the playoffs, and painfully Iceland went through automatically, Georgia to the playoffs, Portugal automatically, England to the playoffs, and in Group I it was France automatically and Denmark to the playoffs. So after that catastrophic bottle job that happened with me, honestly, like, I thought we could have done it, but Lithuania and Faroe Islands were so stubborn. That will teach me for slightly underestimating those two teams. We have Slovakia in the playoffs, and I don't really feel that Georgia deserve to go through because, okay, you know, we were good throughout most of the campaign, but it's just so frustrating, man. How on earth did we not just, you know, finish that campaign? You know, finish it and go through automatically. But man, I just cannot believe that. That group in real life would have been very entertaining towards the end, but I can't escape the fact that I bottled it. So playoff time, and we are against Slovakia for this one. We are at home for this match, and at least you guys get to see 2 extra matches in this video. So lucky you guys, right? Let's see if we can try and beat Slovakia. I highly doubt it, but we'll give it our best shot. Well, in that first half, no shots. Zero shots for both teams. Man, just either eliminate me or let me go through. Lost in, and Slovakia, again, nothing really doing from them. Not really anything in this match at all. Nothing really. Over the top here, and I can't believe that the goalkeeper thought he was Superman, but luckily it was offside. This it's so hard not to get mad sometimes at this game. It really is, because I do love it, but there's certain aspects of it that just really annoy me. And that's a brilliant ball. And that is crept in for goal number 1 of this qualifying playoff series, and Georgia have got it. That ball into the box was absolutely outstanding. And we were so lucky that it went underneath the keeper and in. And Georgia have taken a somewhat of a surprise lead. And that is going to be it. Georgia have won the first leg of this playoff series between them and Slovakia. So all we need to do really is try and grind a draw away from home, or perhaps get a result like this, just a 1-0. Georgia just keep winning 1-0 every time. It's just inevitable at this point. I'm sorry, I just can't score more goals with Georgia because it's so hard. So second leg of this match against Slovakia, away from home. You know what we need to do. We just need to draw or win the game. That's all we need to do. Here we go. Here comes Georgia. Oh, almost rolled it in there. And that's a save by the Slovakian keeper. Out to the edge of the box. And saved again. So we've had 2 shots, and again, just cannot seem to find a way through. But most of the defense is stuck to me like glue, so it's going to be so hard to break them down again, if ever we're going to do it. This match, again, the start of it was okay, but now it's just gone dead. The intensity is gone from Georgia. Slovakia haven't done an awful lot in front of my net either, so I'm happy for that, because it will still remain 1-0 on aggregate, but I don't know, man. It just hasn't been the most thrilling qualifying series, apart from the fact that I bottled it against the Faroe Islands. But apart from that, that's the only thing that's kind of saving it at the moment. It's my failure not to do it automatically. Oh, beautiful ball there. And it's in. That's 2-0. What a ball that was. And Georgia may have sealed their qualification there through the playoffs. What a ball that was. Look at that. That was timed to perfection, and the strike was lovely as well. That's 1-0 on the day, but 2-0 on aggregate. And Georgia look like they are going through. That's fantastic. 2 balls like that. Like, we did that in the last game as well. So, yeah, maybe the over-the-top ball is what Georgia are sort of the most strongest at. Cross that one in, and it's just hooked away by the defense. Into the box. Go on. Oh, oh, what a save. Even there, Georgia couldn't score. It was a bit of a scramble, but I think we've done this anyway. We had to do it the hard way, but I think we've done it. And Georgia have done enough to qualify for this World Cup. There it is. It's confirmed. Through the playoffs, Georgia have done it. Very reserved celebrations, by the way. But Georgia have done it. And yeah, great. We made it in the end after slipping up at the final hurdle last time. So I'm glad we made it, but it's just been so hard to score goals with Georgia at times. It really has been. And at the World Cup, I can't really see us doing an awful lot. Okay then, let's do the draw and find out what happens and who is in whose group. So, manually drawn, it's South Korea in Group F. In Group A, it's Senegal. In Group E, it's Poland. In Group G, it's Belgium. In Group C, it's Germany through the playoffs. They beat England 6-1. Colombia in Group E. And Group H is Oman. You know, Oman, I always say this, they always qualify for every single 2014 run I do. Well, most of them anyway, because they're really good on this game for some reason. Uruguay in Group C. In the Group E, it's Costa Rica, so Group E is almost filled out. In Group F, it's Mali. Welcome to the World Cup, Mali. First time ever. Croatia in Group E, so that's Group E completed. In Group H is Italy. In Group H is Ethiopia. So that's good for Ethiopia, that kind of group. I mean, not for Italy, but, you know. Tahiti made it! Tahiti made it! Tahiti made it! Oh my god, that's so cool! That is so cool! Like, the fact that I wasn't even in control of Tahiti and they've made it. Slovenia go into Group A. That's amazing, by the way. Uzbekistan in Group B. This could be a really good World Cup, you know. Czech Republic in Group D. In Group D, it's Portugal. In Group G, it's Ghana. In Group F, it's Argentina. In Group G, it's Georgia. So currently, I'm in a group with Belgium and Ghana. In Group B, it's Russia. In Group A, Brazil, of course. So unlucky Tahiti. Unlucky. Group F, Iceland. That's another... Well, at the time, it would have been a debutant nation. So this World Cup is full of debutant nations at the moment. Yeah, Group G, Mexico. So that's my group. Belgium, Ghana, and Mexico. And to round it off, we got Spain in Group H. We have B, Chile. In Group D, USA. In Group B, France. In Group D, Paraguay. In Group C, Australia. And the last one, Ivory Coast in Group C. So that is your final World Cup draw. And what a World Cup at the moment. Looks so good. So before I end this video, taking a look at the Interconfederation playoffs, Paraguay beat Iran by 4-3. So that was an incredible game. But most notably, Tahiti won against Honduras 3-2 on aggregate. I can't believe Tahiti made it. That is so cool, because usually when Oceania nations other than New Zealand make it to this stage, they get absolutely pummeled by a CONCACAF nation. But the fact that Tahiti made it on their own is so good, and that's honestly, that's even better than me qualifying for the World Cup, or maybe Ethiopia as well, because Ethiopia beat Cameroon on penalties, which is really impressive. But Tahiti beating Honduras, you got to think of like the size of Tahiti, and you know, the skill of Tahiti is literally like not that great, right, compared to Honduras in 2014. and he still did it. So congratulations to Tahiti. And that's where I'm going to end this video. Tune in next time for the actual World Cup, where we will follow Georgia's journey, hopefully, to the World Cup final. I doubt it, but we'll see how it goes. If you did enjoy this video, then give it a like and subscribe. Keep it loco as always, and I'll see you again for the next video.